Okay, so we're back. We are going to get straight into it and show you this short video that we put together introducing you some of our players. Then on the other side we're going to get into our matches. So, let's go. Indeed.
If it's me or my dad, you get in your chest like Sagat. She fighting, that's what I'm bad at. My thing working perfect. I come through with the beat up under, give man a 100 slaps like he under. Give it the mic and let me ride it with them, cause I spit the fire just like thou Sim. I'm a Liverpool invader, climbing to the top just like Vega. You do me, nobody can save ya. On the mic I'm way too major, cause I'm shocking MCs like Blanca. I got money in the bank, I'm a banker. You ain't got money in your bank, you're a wanker.
Yeah, my name's F-Wood. I'm representing Western Wolves and Mad Cats. I'm a Street Fighter 4 player. Okay, so when I think I was 10, I got my first ever computer game console. My mum was, I'm Nigerian by culture, so we're very strict, so you don't really play computer games. But she let us have this Super Nintendo. She got Street Fighter 2 Turbo with it. Don't remember what year that was, but I was about 10. And we were allowed to play on weekends only. I'll tell you now, I didn't have a weekend outside or with any friends from that day on. It was like, I was so addicted to that game. I used to play Ken. From there, I just developed a real taste for the whole the bar at the top left-hand corner. I just found it really cool. The hitting and the animation and outsmarting someone like in a 2D format game.
My name's Sean Dench. I'm a Guile player representing UK, sponsored by Unequal Media. I've been playing it all my life. When I was Street Fighter 4, I got into it. When it came out, one of my friends told me it was out, and I said, oh right, why is it out again? So I got into it basically. Then I got into it a few months late. As soon as I got it, I loved it straight away. Like all the other Street Fighters, I got addicted to it day one. Guile, but basically when I was younger, didn't know what move to use. My older brother asked him what should I use. He was going through the moves, and Guile was Sonic Boom was just hold back for a few seconds forward and punch. And it was like the first one I sort of got, but he told me that when I'm on form at home and playing my game, no one could beat me. So I believed I wanted to take it worldwide to the top of my gaminess. So
my name's Ben, gaming name's Problem X, and I'm taking part in this Invitational tournament, and I'm here with Logan. Yeah, I originally started playing Call of Duty, and I went to an SVB tournament, and I lost. I came top 32 as my first tournament, and I lost to Ryan Hart, and then I think F-Word said to me, oh, you guys do a weekly in central London. So I came down there with Yota, another player, and I completely got beaten by everybody. But I was originally a Call of Duty player, so I didn't put that much time into Street Fighter at the time. But because I came top 32 at that tournament, I thought I might be alright if I put time into it. Then after I got beaten, I thought, okay, I'm going to drop Call of Duty and I'm going to beat everybody here. The UK tournaments, first of all, was a hurdle, beat certain people. First of all, was beat Andreas, and then beat F-Word, and then beat Ryan. And then when you start to do that for a while, you move on from that achievement. It's like, okay, I want to represent the UK. I want to go abroad. I want to beat the French players now. I want to beat your aliens. And that was one of my first. That was before I was even sponsored by Razor. When I won that 25th European qualifier.
My name is Afi, and I've been playing Street Fighter 4 since SF4 came out in the arcade, and ever since then I've been playing competitively with different characters, but I've been playing since probably, I think, 2008, 2009. I have older siblings, so they used to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo, so sort of got into that, and then grew up and then went to the arcade, found out there's loads of people that play Street Fighter 4 to a really crazy level, so the arcade really got me into it, and I started from there really. I mean, the community really got me in, that was it. I mean, the people were really cool, and we're actually just friends outside of the community, so once I realised how high level they were, and the competitiveness, it really got me competitive, because I'm quite competitive.
Hello, my name is Ryan Hart. I play for Team Western Wolves and Team Mad Cats from the UK. Well, I have 3 Guinness World Records, one for the most number of consecutive wins against human opponents, which is 169 wins with a 4-hour time limit. And the second Guinness World Record is for the most number of countries travelled to win tournaments, and that's officially 13 at the moment. And the third record is for the most number of tournaments won worldwide, and that's over 450, because I've won more since then. So, yeah. I think that winning Evo, the 2 times I won Evo on Tekken tournament and on Tekken 5 DR, are 2 big achievements I'm proud of. Winning DreamHack, I've won 4 times, so I've got the biggest number of DreamHack victories at the moment for fighting games. I'm quite happy about that. I think just generally really, but there's a lot of ground that I've covered with various fighting games, and I'm quite happy that I've been able to sort of go across the board and create a lot of successes from those. And I think, you know, it is a constant fight, it's a constant challenge. You know, can you still keep up with today's scene? You know, are you still relevant? Can you still, you know, keep the pace like you used to? And I think those questions are only answered with the, you know, with the practice that you put in and what you can bring out of that.
My name is Taha Ibrahim, and I go by the handle, well, my name Taha. I'm 19 years old and I started playing the game back in the arcades a few years ago. Now I'm not so much playing the game, but now I'm looking to get back into it, so I'm here today to play some casuals with some of the guys and try and have a catch up with them as well. Well, I got into playing Street Fighter 4 by playing my sister's husband actually. This is when Street Fighter 4 first had come out and I was seeing all of the video reviews online and whatnot, and I was getting really excited about the game. I just took a genuine liking to the game, and when I have a liking for something, I usually try and be the best that I can at it. So I was just playing and playing, and then one day I went to Trocadero and I bumped into some of the guys out here today actually. They told me about a casino down in Good Street, and then I started going there near enough on a daily basis, just playing, putting the pounds in, you know, losing, but that wasn't the point. The point was that I was getting better, and then here I am now.
So yeah, my name's Isam. What can I say, to be honest? I'm studying now, working part-time as well. Everything's going good, just got a passion for gaming. I want to train hard, you know, in the game that I love, Street Fighter. I want to see how it goes, and yeah, that's really much it. It's funny, I started when I first got my PS3. I wanted to try a game. I played other games like Capcom vs SNK, but I wanted to see how Street Fighter would work. I wasn't really a fan of it, like going into tournaments, but when I started to play Street Fighter 4, it was a mode, championship mode. When I started to see the levels going up, I started to get more interested into the game, so that's when I wanted to start hitting competitions and seeing what I'm really made of. So in terms of people that were winning the tournament at GamerBase, I wanted to really, when I was playing them, to be Andreas, Western Wolves, Madcast Andreas, and F Wood. I see them, and Ryan Hart. I see them winning tournaments on a regular. And I thought, you know, I can beat these guys. I'm playing top players, Rufus is, you know, F, Ibukis and Sagats. I'm playing them online. I can beat them. Why can't I do that tournament? So that was kind of my aim, you know, my objective, you know, to beat them, to show them what I can do.
Hello, my name is Andreas. I'm sponsored by a team, Mad Cats Western Wolves. Obviously, I heard about Street Fighter 4 coming out. So I went to Trocadero when it first came out, I think, and I played there and I really liked it. So I've been playing ever since. The first time I was like introduced to the offline, I didn't even know there was an offline community, I don't think. So I went there and I saw a few people. I saw one of the first people I saw befriended was a guy called Sky. This was a Chinese. He was from China and he came down here. He was here for a few years working, and he was. I think he started playing. I saw him playing like Alpha 3 or Guilty Gear, and he started playing Street Fighter 4, and I got talking to him, and then I think that sort of led me to Casino, and that's when I started to meet everyone, realised there's like a community, a regular thing down here, and I started playing Street Fighter 4 there like once a week maybe, and every Friday I'd usually go down.
So we are back and we are ready to go into our first match. We have Ryan Hart versus imstilldadaddy.
Yes. Just to remind you guys, it's going to be a single elimination, first of 5 bracket of 8 players, all based in London, some of the best talent we have in the UK right now.
Let's go.
The first match we're going to see is one that we in the UK have seen many a time versus between these two, Guile versus Sagat. One which I think, if anything, Ryan has had the edge in this particular matchup. I mean, it's one of those where it's really such a struggle for Guile, where he has to actually push in rather than being pushed back to the corner of the screen, where he tries to gain the life lead with his own sonic booms as he's pushed back. This is one of the ones where he actually has to chase Sagat to gain the life lead, which is really hard, but that's the sort of way that ISDD, which we're just going to refer to him as, is going to do it. He's going to use that back fist, that forward hard punch, to try and score 3 hits when they trade fireballs together. Guile has amazing anti-airs against Sagat, as he does against a lot of characters, and he's using it really well to gain amazing life lead so far.
Oh, that was a
really
great
good jump in there.
Stuffs the DP.
Good
Not that
uppercut by
time.
Ryan.
Ryan is never ever afraid to throw that DP out without cancelling it.
Not at all.
Oh, wow,
my
no
gosh.
way.
Is that gonna hit? That was insane. Oh my god.
Already, see, this is the levels that we're going to be bringing you today.
And Ryan is still a little bit behind. Great jump in there. That's the first round that I'm still the daddy. And he's retained those 2 bars. He's almost got 3 bars. Got to squeeze out just a little, just a couple of free hits by using EX Sonic Booms at the right time.
Exactly. It's very important in this matchup that he manages to retain that meter advantage as well, because those EX Sonic Booms are so important in the Fireball War.
And if Guile chooses to play this round really slowly, there's a good chance it's going to go to a timeout. It's going to be a really long round, this one. Recovery on those Sonic Booms is so good. Guile still gets the block. And he's getting chipped out here.
Nice.
Just moved into the right
and there
range
you
to
have
land
it
that.
with the Fireball trade with the Sonic Boom, and he's able to recover in time to get that back fist in, and that does a chunk of damage.
Another free hit.
Ryan looking for enough meter to get that EX, hoping for an EX Tiger shot to land, and he can combo that into the
Another
Ultra.
anti-air, very nice. That far
I'm still the daddy looking really, really, really solid at the moment.
Ryan has burnt a lot of his bar, all of his bar on EX Tiger shots without too much reward compared to what I'm still the daddy's been doing.
I'm still the daddy's looked like he's smelling blood there a minute, and he started to encroach in on Ryan's space, but he's gone back.
And you can see after a crazy first round, both players are playing very conservative this time. I'm still that he's just about got the life lead here, but he does need to get in because sooner or later Ryan is going to start chipping, but the time is running down and he's 13 seconds left. I'm still that he's just going to walk back because he's not pushed into the corner yet. And he's got his second bar that might actually hit.
Yeah, it's got a lot more recovery on the EX Sonic
and
Boom.
Ryan is going to take this round. Just gains a little bit more bar at the end. Of course, the EX Sonic Boom has a little bit more recovery compared to the light one. Great anti-air. Of course, the problem with that the back fist, the forward hard punch of Guile's, is that you can in fact duck it. That's what Ryan did there, and he got the free punish with the crouch hard punch. Another good anti-air.
Oh, I'm still ready going back to those preemptive jump-ins that he was going in the first round.
They were working the first round, but Ryan's just a little bit too cautious for him this time. Forward
catches
hard
him out
kick
the air
that time.
and takes the game with the Tiger Knee juggle. So it's 1-0. It's a race to 5.
Can't help but think I'm still that he could have actually taken that match in the second round. He just played a little bit more cautiously, used the fact that he could have pushed himself into the corner just to buy a few more seconds. He would have had Ultra by that time.
Held out of using the EX as well. He didn't really need to use it. I think he was more
wasn't
worried
a bad
about...
idea.
I think he was more worried about sort of pushing Ryan back and stopping him eating up that real estate, because he was backing himself into the corner. But as you see with Ryan's reactions, he was ready with that
he was ready with that, but honestly I don't think Ryan could have actually discerned between a light punch Sonic Boom and an EX, which he easily could have done. Until that he did the light Sonic Boom, he would have blocked the Ultra in time, and he probably would have taken the round there and then. Empty jump from Ryan that time, and he gets the punish in the anti-air.
One of the problems with Guile is his array of anti-airs not always reliable.
Not all the time, but you'd expect him to be pretty consistent hitting Sagat in this matchup the few times that Ryan does jump in. But he's getting so aggressive now. This is one of those times when Ryan smells blood. He's got the life lead. He just knows that he can take those chances just to really try and get stuck in.
Didn't get that last tiny bit of chip that he was probably thinking.
A walk in. Oh, it doesn't quite work. That was a nice idea though.
And you're going to see stuff like that. You can just throw it out there. You've got games to play with. It's not 2 out of 3 elimination format.
Yeah.
It's first to 5. You can just try things like that.
I'm still that he's got loads of time to get back into this for sure.
Absolutely. And it's good to do that sort of thing at the start of a long set as well, because it's nice to put that information into Ryan's head and know that you're willing to do those sort of things.
Yeah. And there you go, Ryan's doing it straight back with a random uppercut. He didn't even FADC at that time.
Everyone knows that Ryan's more than happy to throw out uppercuts with no FADC.
But this is the real struggle for Guile in this matchup. He really wants to start each round with the life lead rather than have to make it back. So that's so much harder for him to do compared to Sagat. Another EX knee over the Sonic Boom there. Ryan's been using that move really well.
Oh, another great preemptive jump
punish. tech throws. This is still hard for imstilldaddy to make the comeback here. He's going to have to move in. He has to move in here. It's a good anti-air. I think that's going to hit. Yep. And Ryan takes it 2-0. See, I would have thought, because Ryan's got a lot of characters. He's been using Akuma recently. We've seen him use Yun before. He's got a Ryu. He's also got a Pocket Kami as well. I would have thought we might actually see Ryan try to get, you know, a little bit funky with his counterpick characters, especially against Guile, who isn't exactly the strongest character. But instead, he's just like started with Sagat, and he's probably going to see the rest of this set through with that character, no matter what happens.
Anything that you think imstilldaddy can change up?
He has to begin the round with the life lead, which he can definitely do in this matchup, and it's about, I think the most effective way for Guile to play this is to hold onto that life lead and really just play for the timeout every single round, which, let's face it, is incredibly dry to watch, and it must be quite frustrating for both players to play as well, but I think that's the most optimal strategy for imstilldaddy in this circumstance,
So we're going to see a character change. We might do.
imstilldaddy, of course, can use Seth, but he is going to grind it out with Guile for the time being. And he switched his ultras, which is probably a wise decision. If his reactions are there is a very good chance that he'll of course land the reaction ultra against the fireball.
And that is a good trade.
It's a good trade, but more importantly, it's one of the few things that Guile has to use as a comeback tool in this matchup. But Ryan's been playing so soundly throughout this. His reads over Sonic Booms by using the EX knee has been so pinpoint so far.
Ryan, one of the few players that are still like really tournament fit in this country.
All the time, all year round.
I mean, he's travelling to France tomorrow to play in another tournament. Obviously, many of us are going to DreamHack end of the month. But Ryan's been all over Europe this year, and a lot of our other players haven't been as well travelled. So.
And here you can see imstilldaddy has he's earned that life lead with those back fists, just scoring those free hits when he senses he's got time to go in for the hit. And so hopefully he'll just try and play this out and just make the match drag on as long as possible, force Ryan to come in eventually. And there he's going to score hopefully a few more hits, and imstilldaddy can take the round. And Ryan's being very patient here. There you go, that patience paid off. He waited for the jumping, got that anti-air, and now he's right back in it. And it seems as though Ryan's actually playing as if he's got the life lead throughout the whole match. It seems like you're sure that there's going to be some point, even if Guile's got the life lead, that imstilldaddy's going to go in with those jump-ins.
Well, a lot of people have said that is one of the best ways to play against imstilldaddy. If you just maintain your composure and patience, he will maybe make a mistake or a very risky decision.
Maybe it's a lack of patience. Maybe, yeah. This time Ryan's getting stuck in a little bit more. I think he sensed the Sonic Boom there. There you go. He can make these guesses when he's 2-0 up. Now this is a rare occasion we actually see Sagat stuck in the corner. Nice idea. He's trying to make the crouch tech there, but Ryan doesn't care right now. He's going to throw out as many uppercuts as he needs to. Reaction ultra against the light Sonic Boom. There you go. It's not in time. That was as fast as you can humanly react to that thing, but it still got blocked. But he's still got the stun out of nowhere. Ryan is going to make it 3-0. It's going to be very hard for imstilldaddy to come back from here.
So what we're going to see here, I mean, do you think that he should carry on using Guile, or is he looking into Seth? I mean, Ryan, out of anyone, definitely knows the Seth matchup.
He does know the Seth matchup, but the matchup itself is definitely more favourable than I think Guile versus Sagat is.
Anything specifically that you think imstilldaddy really needs to do more of?
I think, if anything, he does need a lot more discipline if he's going to use Guile. He had the life lead, but he didn't try to play the match out as if he was going for the timeout. He still took those chances to try and get the jump in.
More dryness.
Ryan was obviously, he does need more dryness. Yeah, you're using Guile after all. And Ryan was content with just throwing those fireballs for the time being. He still had 80 seconds on the clock, something like that, and he's still just chucking fireballs even with the life deficit, and he was taking those opportunities to get the anti-air, but this time imstilldaddy's going with Seth. And if imstilldaddy chooses to get impatient at any point, he's probably still going to be a lot more effective in his offense with SPDs, tandems, those true block string lows, things like that. So it's probably favourable for him to at least try this character in the first 5, I think.
I mean, he's got 2 games leeway, you know, to try and pull this thing round.
Yeah.
And
but having said that, Seth, of course, doesn't have too much life. So if Ryan plays with the momentum that he's got right now and he lands a few clutch ultras when he's behind, it could be over very quickly.
The one thing that Seth does have though is when you're making those risky guesses, Seth has got that ability to turn things right around and win a
and the
round.
momentum is playing in imstilldaddy's favour brilliantly right now.
Oh,
Light
Ryan,
dragon, light tiger uppercut that
the
time.
one that just
Very
goes straight up pretty much.
But this time I'd say until imstilldaddy gets his ultra, Sagat has probably got the advantage in the fireball game. That jumping hard kick, such a good move. Possibly the best cross-up move in the game.
Into true string crouch and shorts, and then you're fully into the vortex.
Whatever mix-ups you like, absolutely.
Especially when he's got 2 bars and he can do the...
oh my god, chase the wall jump there, that was amazing. That was amazing.
And that's going to kill. Big, meaty chunks of damage. Like you said, Seth can't take those sort of things.
He can't,
and Ryan
no.
was very patient, just waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah, once he smelled blood and he smelled that imstilldaddy was on the back foot, he wasn't willing to jump in. That's when Ryan just pushed and pushed, tiger shots, dash in, just to gain ground, pushed Seth to the corner, and he forced out a mistake and capitalized amazingly that round. It's going to be a full punish. Now Ryan is going to be stuck in the corner, he's stunned, so we're going to see another full combo. It's going to take quite a lot of life, even with the damage scaling. We're going to see the stomps in the reset. Seth is here with full bar, he can drag it as many times as he wants to.
Oh, and he baits the reversal, but no
doesn't
punish.
Quite punish it.
And there you go.
The uppercut, so strong. Out-prioritizes the vast majority of reversals across all characters. Sagat's no exception.
Oh, and another huge jump in.
jump in.
And even on a character as healthy as Sagat, like that.
Ryan tried to get away with the jump back there. He sensed that imstilldaddy wasn't going for the safe jump. He still got hit. imstilldaddy with a comfortable life lead this time, but it could all change.
Ryan looking to angry Scar up. Why would he be doing that?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's just deployed to tell imstilldaddy that he needs to be a little more cautious trying to go in, because that will take a lot of damage if it hits. Going for the dash. There you go, that's big damage. The Ultra One doesn't pay off that time. imstilldaddy really needs to win this match. Ryan sitting on 2 bars and an Ultra, but that's... Oh, it doesn't get the full combo. Wow, that was very brave. Oh! Ryan's going to make it 4-0. imstilldaddy burnt all his bar on that.
Wow.
A big gamble, but I guess he was so sure, considering that Ryan had those 2 bars, that Ryan was going to take the opportunity himself to actually go for the uppercut.
And
after
again,
those
you see an
FABCs.
example there. imstilldaddy had a considerable lead, and
he did.
His composure maybe is the one thing that's
played it slow for a little bit longer. Yeah.
I mean, that is one of the changes of Seth, that his dry sort of keep away play isn't as good as it has been in previous editions now.
But to balance that, of course, he's a lot more offensive.
Oh, definitely,
very successful
definitely. And we saw that drop combo there as well. That would have probably, made a huge difference.
You don't want to see that, even in such a long set like this, when you can actually afford to make those kinds of mistakes. At this point in the set, when it was 3-0 at that point, and he really needed to win that match, you can't afford to be making those mistakes at that point.
Well, let's see how they go with it. They're going straight back into rematch.
And don't forget, Seth has got so many tools. He can use EX legs as a fairly safe way to try to react to a fireball to gain a free hit. Of course, it's invincible to projectiles. Another brave jumping from imstilldaddy. He's got the life lead. Tried to go for a reset into dash 360, didn't pay off. The life is fairly even now. Oh, he got stung by the focus. That Ultra is going to take a lot. It was only just about charged, the Ultra, so it's not going to do too much damage, but still dangerous. Very brave uppercut that time. Ryan went for the uppercut that time. Ooh. That cross-up is amazing move. Amazing move. So that he's going to stay back. Just going to try to grind this round out. He's got the Ultra to react to fireball, so he can do this from far away. And Ryan's well aware of that. He's going to be very cautious throwing tiger shots.
Ryan, one of the most difficult people to react to is his tiger shots, because his patterns are...
There is no pattern.
He really mixes them up really well.
Ryan's in close. He can try to squeeze out the round.
Oh, and that the one time in it, that could be it. That could be the swing that pulls it back round. He's looking at 1.5 meters. As soon as he gets those magic 2 bars, definitely, puts the rush down and even the defense into Seth's favour. That DP cancel is so powerful.
Yeah, I'd say the 2 bars for Seth is definitely more important for him than it is for Sagat.
Oh, that time the jump in didn't land, but that would have been massive.
Weird hitbox. Those sorts of moves are very annoying to actually land on a standing Sagat.
Oh, the
Kara uppercut,
meaty.
big damage. Very convincing round.
Yeah,
Kara uppercut against the neutral jump.
Incredibly comfortable.
And that was so rapid, that round. That was crazy. Ryan is facing set point here. He could make it 5-0 for the first set we're seeing in this little tournament here today. I'm still that he gets the juggle.
Oh, the counter hit.
Oh,
no,
doesn't quite connect.
Combo.
Ryan jumps into a throw there.
I'll put himself in the corner.
Oh, he doesn't get the ultra. That could have sealed it there. I'm so that he's got his ultra. He can do something here.
And there you have
the
it.
Light uppercut.
Ryan takes
beats
it
the jump in that
very
time.
soundly. So Zach, you're going to have a chat with Ryan about that match that we just saw, and then after this we're going to be seeing F-Word and Isam. So Ryan, if you don't mind, come and have a chat with Zach.
Get over here. Well, that was a pretty damn explosive first set to start the tournament off. Any thoughts on how that went for you?
I think for me, in a first to 5 set, when you're looking at projectile characters, zoning characters, the very first couple of games are the most crucial, just because that determines who sets the pace of the match. You know, who takes charge, who can then impose himself, dictate things where they want, and of course, once you do have a commanding lead, you then have the choice of taking a bit more risk or being a bit more conservative, and you know you have a lot more options, you know, for going on your side. So I think I tried to put a lot of focus in how the momentum played out in the first couple of games. I saw I tried to come back in the very first round with the EX knee into Ultra, and I thought that, you know, that would seal the deal, but it didn't take enough, and then he managed to pull that back and still win the round with a really smart jump in. So, but you know, I tried to just hold my composure, not get too rattled by that, and just play a very calm game.
I think that was the deciding factor in like the entire set. Even when I'm Still Daddy was using Guile, he'd established like a pretty good life lead, landing maybe 3 or 4 back fists before you'd done like any real damage. But it seemed, because you knew you had so much time, that you seemed really content just staying back and chucking more fireballs, just seeing how the round played out. And unfortunately for I'm Still Daddy, he didn't seem to have like as much discipline in being patient as you did. Of
course, it's really difficult. I think it's hard, especially when you know that you're playing someone that's, you know, that's on your level. It's hard to maintain certain principles of your gameplay. Sometimes, you know, it can be
in such a long set.
For me personally, it helped that it was a longer set. It meant that I was able to be really comfortable in the earlier matches, knowing that there was other matches to change things if I needed to. Maybe a change of strategy, maybe a change of character, maybe even a change of stage, who knows, you know. But like, there was a few options I had if things went haywire in the first few games, and that's why I was really comfortable in the beginning, because even for me, even the Sagat matchups weren't my be-all and end-all if, you know, it didn't work out. So I think that also helped me to be really comfortable. But I guess mainly it's just about not being too reckless in the first few games, just because Guile will capitalize. You know, I'm Still Daddy will get me. He will get me with something that hurts, and I won't get the chance to bring it back.
But once you've established that lead of a few matches, that's the point when you think you can take those big risks.
Once I've established the lead, then, you know, if I jump in, for example, a flash kick's still going to keep me in the lead. I can eat a flash kick and then I'm still good. As a reversal, I've got 2 meters, so his wake-up game is then quite weakened by my threat of maybe I'll get up with uppercut, maybe I won't. So the fact that the thought of taking an anti-air and then a mix-up game is not that scary when I've got a commanding life lead and I've got 2 meters.
And you've shown that hand, you've showed that you're brave enough to do those uppercuts. You don't care about your
So that's the thing, it's safe anyway. And I think for Guile especially, who will, and actually, because he'll get the anti-air but still have a life deficit, he's almost encouraged to continue attacking, which then will give me that. So sometimes actually getting hit gives you another chance to take back the momentum straight away.
I see,
A strategy that is very risky, of course, but can be quite good in a long set. Exactly. So different toys to play with.
Okay, well, good stuff so far.
Thank you.
Your next opponent is going to be, I don't have the bracket in front of me, it's going to be the winner of Afi and Taha. So you've got some time, you've got a lot of time to enjoy the rest of the matches and prepare for the next set. But good stuff so far. It's brilliant.
Thanks. I'll do my best. Cheers.